Another year and another loss for the Yankees. This is the third time in the last 6 years that New York was pushed out of season by none other than their arch-rivals, Houston Astros. So, what's it going to be for the Yankees if their star player were to leave them? In this video, we'll talk about the Yankees ALCS loss and Aaron Judge's potential future in the team. First up, the season ends for the New York Yankees yet again. The New York Yankees made their last ALCS trips back in 2010, and it's Houston's fourth trip to the World Series. So yeah, that sums up the brutality of the Yankee season, and the fans couldn't be more upset. The recent ALCS was the icing on top, but where did things go wrong? The Yankees have been fighting to remain in the league every year since Aaron Judge first arrived in the Bronx. Despite having a ledger leaking with records and critical acclaim, the month of October in Yankee Stadium didn't quite play out the way Aaron Judge thought it would. The Yankees will be headed into an off-season ride, but with a sword over their heads. There's only uncertainty for the gang after the embarrassing defeat, and all eyes are on Judge. He carried the entire team for most of the season, but they sagged at the end. It made a logical argument for the Yankees' best to come up in the ninth inning, but it was too late to save the game, even for Aaron. Houston sealed its straight trip to the World Series after Judge bounced a 91-mile-per-hour slider quite weakly to pitcher Ryan Pressly. He then underhanded to first baseman Yuli Gurriel, and that was the end of the New York Yankees in Game 4. Now, all eyes are on Judge. Will he keep riding on a sinking ship, or will he move on? Over the past 6 years, Aaron Judge's name has been the only thing the Yankees could rely on, but even that is in question. The four-time All-Star winner has been with New York in many highs and lows, but will he stick around? Up next, why is it not enough for the Yankees to have Aaron Judge on their side? Aaron Judge is perhaps one of the biggest names in baseball right now. He is a gigantic star in Major League Baseball and even bagged the American League Rookie of the Year award back in 2017. Despite having a larger-than-life professional record, he simply isn't enough to carry the Yankees to the finish line. After the recent defeat, everyone is asking only one question. Is Judge done with the Yankees? Is he open to contracts? Who is eyeing to steal this trophy and put him on their team? The Yankee player had a quiet ALCS in which he made the final out of Game 4 and went 1 for 16 in the 4 games. But Judge did hit 62 home runs, and he's likely to be the front-runner for winning AL MVP, which also means, drumrolls please, a massive payday. But this offseason, he is open to choosing wherever he wants to play next. One thing that people know about the player is that he is very grateful. Judge is disciplined, and remember that he hasn't indulged in the rumors of him quitting the team yet. As CC Sabathia once said about Judge, that he's like the planet around which everything orbits, but after the fresh defeat, it seems like some things are a bit off axis. It's almost impossible for any Yankee fan to imagine the team without Aaron because he has spent his entire professional baseball career as a Yankee for as long as anyone can remember. The traditional guardians of Yankee Stadium even built him a special section, the Judge's Chambers. Seeing him go would be the biggest heartache for NY. Coming up, is Judge thinking of moving on from the Yankees? Aaron Judge was having a wonderful year until the Yankees were thrown off season, but that doesn't define him as a player. He has excellency in present-day baseball. With loads of speculations running wild, someone decided to ask him once and for all about his uncertain future after the 4th game. Not at all, and that was the player's response. Judge said that he tries to go out there and give his best for the team and doesn't have any current plans of making this his last home game in Yankee Stadium. He stated that he was still overwhelmed by the rush of the game, and a player hardly has time to think about anything else. But the award-winning Yankee player did leave something hanging in the air when he added that he'd have plenty of time to figure things out. Despite mentioning that he wants to remain with the Yankees, Aaron mentioned that they couldn't get something done before spring training, so everyone will just have to wait and see. People's jaws were left on the floor when the player rejected a $213.5 million extension this spring. When the same question was thrown at Yankees manager Aaron Boone, he said that he wished to see him in pinstripes for a long time, and the team doesn't even want to think about the alternative at the moment. It would be devastating for the Yankees to lose their star player, but the 30-year-old will have his third top-4 finish in the AL MVP. He has 62 homers and aced the majority of his games in center field. The guy is a walking goldmine for any of the teams. Following that, what will be the Yankees' future? There's no doubt that it's tough being a Yankee fan at the moment, and the team is faced with many questions going into the offseason. Answers will be needed starting from the top level, including the general manager. Brian Cashman has been the longest-tenured general manager in MLB and has been with the Yankees since 1998. But doesn't that speak volumes on its own? Isn't it time to have a change of leadership or fresh blood if all else seems to fail? But will managerial changes be enough to get past the Astros? The team has made 6 straight trips to the ALCS, but why does Yankees seem to fall short every time? It's not like it's only bad for the Yankees. The Astros had their fair share of controversies, including the free agent departure of stars like Garrett Cole and Carlos Correa. Then there was this cheating mess that cost the Houston Astros their general manager. Yankee pitcher Jameson Taillon commented that the Astros show up up when it matters, and they have quality arms and pitching all the way through the bullpen. But why can't the Yankees do that too? Show the same spirit and ambition. He added that they looked like a complete team with their lack of chase, lineup power, and the ability to strike out a ton. That's exactly how the Yankees looked earlier this year, but they've taken quite a beating in the second half. There were several injuries in the bullpen and many free agents on the move. It's hard to tell how the team will shape out in the next season. Next up, can Aaron Judge end up on the San Francisco Giants? Aaron Judge can end up wherever he wants at this point. He's a free agent for crying out loud. He is an invaluable asset to the game, and teams would have their claws out to grab this one for their own. But if it was solely Judge's decision and he put money at the top of the equation, the best option for him would be the San Francisco Giants. According to a report by Randy Miller, the National League West team is ready to spend whatever it takes to rope in the Yankee star. Many sports analysts and experts think that the war for Judge's bidding would be a sight to see that can easily surpass $300 million. Aaron is at the top of the Giants list, but the same is being said about the Los Angeles Dodgers. But come on, guys, do you think the Yankees will let their star player go without a fight? The Yankees manager is ready to go over the $213.5 million offer the player turned down in April. Who wouldn't want to be Aaron Judge right now? And finally, the Yankees had a brutal one from the crowd after their defeat. Fans have a right to go mad, period. But a loss is a loss, and it's hard on the playing team as well. The New York Yankees lost a game. So what? Don't we all? But more than one Yankee player reported that the team was taken aback by the level of negativity from the audience during their home games over the weekend. The Yankee Stadium felt like a gladiator ring, with the crowd spewing out strong reactions toward the players. The Yankee players reported to their agent that the stadium was unusually brutal, and the fans even booed the great Aaron Judge. Despite being the New York hero, even he couldn't escape the fans' wrath when the match went downhill. We get it. The fans have high expectations, but this kind of reaction puts a star player like Judge in a difficult position, especially with big decisions on the horizon. That's a wrap for this video. Is there anyone who could replace Aaron Judge in the Yankees? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.